who stopped being religious? What's your story? I was raised in a strict religious household, and my parents were extremely controlling. They wouldn't let me watch TV, listen to music, or even read books that weren't approved by the church. I wasn't allowed to have friends who weren't part of our religion, and I had to attend church services every day. I was homeschooled, and my parents used religious texts as the basis for all of my education. I was taught that science was evil, and that the world was only a few thousand years old. I wasn't allowed to ask questions or challenge anything I was taught. When I was 16, I started to question my beliefs. I was curious about the world outside of my religion, and I wanted to learn more about science and history. I started sneaking books into my room, and I would read them at night when my parents were asleep. I also started watching TV shows and movies online, and I discovered music that I loved. I realized that there was so much more to the world than what I had been taught. When my parents found out, they were furious. They took away my computer and my phone, and they locked me in my room for days. They told me that I was going to hell, and that I was a disappointment to them. I was terrified, but I knew that I couldn't go back to the way things were. When I turned 18, I left home and moved to a different state. I started attending college, and I finally had the freedom to explore my interests. I learned about science and history, and I made friends who accepted me for who I was. I realized that I didn't need religion to be happy, and that I could live a fulfilling life without it.